¿Cómo está mi gente? Mi exótico. Elegí reserva. Hirschfelden. Este no lo voy a hacer. Layton Lake. Bueno. Ahí vemos después. Medved Taiga ya. Vurhonga Savanna por el que voy a ir ahora. Yukon Valley ya. Silver Ridge Peak fue la última que hice. De ahora fue el primero que hice. Entonces me valen verga. Emerald Coast ya. Sundar Patan ya. Y estos no los tengo. Vamos por Vurhonga Savanna. En la profundidad de las praderas sudafricanas se halla la sabana de Vurhonga, una reserva de caza repleta de flora y fauna indígenas que además ofrece una experiencia cinegética única. Cinegética, que es la mierda. La reserva se compone de varios biomas como el de la sabana, praderas, bosques de árboles de la fiebre, pantanos y matorrales. Las llanuras abiertas de Vurhonga albergan facóqueros, gacelas saltarinas y ñus azules, que tan azules no son realmente. Los matorrales están repletos de chacales rayados y liebres de los matorrales. Chacales. Nunca he visto a nadie andar cazando chacales. Y las costas y los bosques conforman el hogar del kudú y del indomable búfalo americano. Es que americano, africano. Me acaba de levantar. Es válida. Vamos para Vurhonga Savanna. Último mapa en el que voy a estar haciendo misiones antes de ponerme a grindear algún animal. Así que vamos a ver qué es lo que hay. Yo ya había hecho la intro. Y de ahí fue puta.
You must have had a long flight, didn't you? Well, let's stretch your legs with some basics. You can finish these in any order you like. I'd start by reacquainting yourself with this area. Climb the nearest lookout tower. Take in the view, take note of your landmarks, and see if you can spot any wildlife.
Llegaba a la misma hora que
Then I'd
dejamos
go
el
ahead
juego.
and reopen the nearest outpost. We stopped keeping them up after last year's budget cuts. With your help, they'll make fine shelters again.
El mapa no era tan
Finally,
grande.
show me your hunting skills. Track and harvest an animal of your choosing. I'll be judging the quality of your kill.
Bueno, este pendejo me dio como 20.000 misiones. Este pendejo pobre viejito. Bueno, vamos acá. Seguimos estas dos cosas. Y luego buscamos un animal para cazar. Y ya veremos qué es lo que... y que se haga de
You
día.
see it again, don't you? Africa, the land where people began. I knew you couldn't leave Vurhonga forever, grandchild. The day our family adopted you, I saw the fire in your eyes, and I said, that child is Noi. Mystical, magical. And now I know I'm right. The ancestors brought you back here on my behalf. Thank you for coming. You've still got those other jobs to do, right? Don't slack.
Tranquilo, mi papacho. No voy a algazanear. Vurhonga es muy bonito, weón. Debería sacar otro mapa de... que no sé. De África, no creo. Que es muy único este mapa. Igual que el de Medved Taiga, que es full. No veo la hora de grindear el ciervo común, hijo de puta. Que salga ya de DLC. Chacal rayado.
Now you just have to do one more thing. Then I have a surprise for you. No, I'll spoil the surprise for you. It's more work. Ah, such is the life, eh? That outpost is much more accommodating thanks to your handiwork. Thank you for fixing the place, grandchild.
Qué bonito que es Vurhonga, hijo de puta. Y qué mapa precioso a la verga. Hay que cazar a un animal cualquiera. Ok. Hay que buscar lo que sea. No sé, acá de pronto vemos algo por ahí en el lago. El problema es que los zorros y coyotes son tan malucos de cazar. Al menos para mí. Epa, por allá hay animales ya.
Our old friend, the pronking springbok. Harvesting springbok is a reliable way to feed local markets and prevent overgrazing, if you can catch them.
Ah, si me acerco voy a perderlos de vista. Porque justo hay una colinita. No me puedo subir mucho porque... puta, viento va hacia allá. Ahí está. 250 metros. Puta, es que no me ponía a agachar. ¿Cae o no cae? No cae. ¿En serio? Si es hijo de puta que no cae.
Mhumbi, the side-striped jackal, sticks to the woods and the scrub, scavenging from other predators or negligent campers, unless fruit is in season. When there's fruit, that's all Mhumbi eats. Consider them gentle predators.
¿Viene o va? Creo que viene. Ah, qué cagada. ¿Cómo no le di bien? Que hay otro. 150. Me sirve. Falló. Ah, es que le pegué con el que no era. Güey, puta. Con razón cayó. Era con este. Está el perro. Con razón cayó. Güey, puta.
I could not ask more of you. That was perfectly executed. That is everything I ask you to do. Awe, grandchild. Oh no, we have a problem. Remember how we lost the elephants and all but one rhino? You know what the problem was, don't you? Poachers. They littered the reserve with traps. The Vusha, the eastern land, was hit hardest. My crew helped the police push these poachers out of the Vusha, but they left so many traps behind. No matter how many we've cleared, we keep finding more. A junior guide spotted a few of these traps not far from where you started. Could you kindly clear them out?
De puta. Murió ni la gacela ni el chacal ese de puta. Como mierda. Y si murió. Ahorita hoy lo busco.
There you go. Saving the savannah, one good deed at a time. Another good deed? Hamgani, the blue wildebeest, were born to run. And they can run in herds of thousands. Unfortunately, they are not the healthiest animals. Diseases like foot and mouth spread quickly among them. So do parasites. We must keep a watchful eye over our fleet-footed friends.
No, las trampas están por acá. Esa fue la que ya quité, pero aquí vi una. Ah, no, yo no la había quitado.
With so many good deeds, the animals are going to like you. I can tell. That's just a taste of the warden's work here in the Vusha. There are other regions to explore, but if you want to stay here, make yourself useful. Check your mission log for assignments. If you'd rather continue exploring Vurhonga, head to my wishing tree, marked on your map. There's something important you must do before we go much further.
El perro. Ah. Ni lo veo. De mierda está. Ah, sí, es que no lo rastrea si estoy en la puta moto. Primera vez que veo que le baja el coso ese de alerta. Uy, no. Cayó por allá en la puta mierda, le digo. No puedo ir en la moto. No, pues ya vamos acá de una vez. Ah, no.
Hey, little hare. The scrub hare, Mfunla. Like the savannah and the scrubs, as their name obviously suggests, they breed during droughts, and we've had plenty of droughts, so you'll find them zigging and zagging all over.
Si no le entiendo, huevo. De acento africano. Está potente. Pues ya vamos a esta casa de una vez. Vurhonga Savanna. Vurhonga, Vurhonga, Vurhonga. Ya le subió lo de atento a mierda que, bueno, no funciona. Epa, subiendo de nivel, como debe ser. Era un punto de habilidad, lol. A ver. Ah, este. Ya de aquí. La verdad no sé qué poner. Es que este no lo veo tan necesario, weón, para lo que yo hago. Vamos a ir al árbol aquel. Yo me acuerdo de esa misión. Como el árbol más antiguo, no sé, algo así. Como que lleva mucho tiempo. Estará en el centro del mapa. Casi.
The problems facing this reserve go beyond poachers and aging wardens. There are bad spirits, Iloko, bringing mischief and misfortune. They only come because our ancestors are so angry with the state of this place. We need to make an effort to appease them. You probably think I'm foolish with my traditional ways. Your brother thinks so. That's why you had to come back and help me. All your brother does is set up communication systems, set up all the cameras and the drones. Okay, he does a lot, but he doesn't hunt. And he doesn't believe in Iloko. I hope you are a little more open-minded. Here's my wishing tree. Of course, this is the first place I came to celebrate when I heard you were coming back to Africa. I played the drum and sang to praise the ancestors. Then I put something special inside the tree. It's there, waiting for you. Take it. Carved it myself. Do you recognize Nyami Nyami? The
Yami.
Zambezi call him the river god. He brings his waters rushing, whoosh, searching for his lost wife. Maybe she was a lake goddess, I don't know. If we win his favor, maybe he'll help us conquer the drought that's been sucking us dry. Here's what I need from you. Hunt a springbok. Any will do, so long as you harvest it with the highest integrity while you have Nyami Nyami on you. Show gratitude to Nyami Nyami and the ancestors on behalf of your family and on behalf of the local family that this animal will feed. We never sacrifice animals for ritual alone. The local tribes donated their land to Vurhonga Savanna because they rely on this ecosystem for their diet. We have a duty to them.
Vamos. Lo que hay que hacer. Caso una gasolina y pasa el control de pieza. ¡Hueputa! De 4 a 8. ¿Será que todavía hay? Pues, puede ser. Que yo creo que ya fueron. Vale. Vamos por eso. Ah, güey, puta, pero me huele hacia allá. No. Vámonos, Firulais. Aquí no nos quiere. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Madera? Piedras. ¿Qué putas? ¿Esto qué mierda es? Ah, el ba... LOL. Yo no había visto la mierda. Veo ni una gacela. No, yo creo que ni han venido, güey. Por setear el tiempo y hago que respawnen. No, ¿será que no vienen por la presión? Puede ser. Ay, ay. Hay un machito por ahí. entrada a estos cerritos, hombre. Qué puta, me. Es una colina y. Ay, no, 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 no. No, fue puta. No sabía que habían unas ahí atrás. Esperar a ver si vuelven. Ah, no veo. Me paría colina, dame. De apareamiento todavía no se han enterado que estoy acá. No es que con el paso tampoco las veo. Ahí cayó. Cayeron dos. No sé cómo mierda lo atravesó y le pegó al de atrás. Ah, es que había uno adelante. Bueno, uff, qué tiro.
Your work here is still getting started, but you're already making a difference. This animal will feed locals who might otherwise rely on poachers for their meat. Now it's time for you to bring Nyami Nyami home to the river. Take him to the site marked in your codex and bury him.
Porque estas son más oscuras. Eso no es melanístico, sí.
The best way to fight the poachers is to beat them to the marketplace and hunt responsibly to feed the hungry people. There are several volunteer hunters who help us do that work. They may not all be at your level, but they do good work. They're organized by Maria Bueni. She is a lioness. Maria's husband was a ranger who worked with me. He was killed by poachers. When you meet her, don't bring that up to her. It's too painful to discuss. Just know that's why Maria's so dedicated to her work, and why you can't let her down when she needs your help. She'll have work available whenever you find time.
Lo bueno de este mapa que sea una llanura así es que puedo ir recto sin preocuparme de mucho chichirichao. Qué mal era ese. Jabalí, parece.
The savanna here in Vusha is the heart and soul of the reserve. This grassland sustains a cross-section of plants and wildlife, from the smallest birds to the harems of the pronking springbok. Or at least, the grassland used to sustain them. Now there are so many springbok, we may have to rename this area Springbok City.
Springbok City.
I kid, but the problem is real. The savanna can't sustain Springbok City. Fewer plants will thrive, the topsoil will erode, birds that nest in the vanishing shrubs will flee. And if we don't get relief from this drought, the smaller animals competing for grazing areas will die. On that, your codex has plenty of helpful information. But in Africa, the world is your classroom. Why only read about springbok when you can see them for yourself? Find a male and a female, one of each, and spot them. Observe them.
Esa carretera que... Ve al Camposanto. ¿Qué mierda es? LOL. Ah, que coma mierda el perro. Yo no voy a estar todo el rato silbándole y festejándole porque tenga los corazoncitos, marica.
Ah, wait. That's the spot. Very yummy there. The ancestors thank you. I can tell this is out of your comfort zone. My traditions are silly to you, I know. You kids always laughed at me because I went to the Sangoma when I was sick. But the Sangoma's healing always worked. Always. So, who knows? Maybe now we'll get this river rushing one more time.
Orígenes legales.
Ready for more exploring? Or time for you to go south? Zonga. Take Lopfu Gorge. So named because ages ago, a giant elephant, Lopfu, dragged his snout along the ground, carving that gorge into the earth. I don't really believe that one, but I find it entertaining. The path through the gorge is marked in your codex. Along the way, I'll need you to take a photo of a special site. Have your camera ready.
Okay. Ese no es en el que uno seguía un fantasma de un zorro. Ah, no. Un chacal o algo así. Yo me acuerdo de eso más o menos. En los espíritus de no hay que mierda de África. Y hay cazadores furtivos. Me hacen andar por allá una montaña entera. Lo estoy confundiendo con otro juego, yo no sé. Yo me acuerdo de unas cuevas. No sé si era en otro mapa. Aquí creo que hay unas pinturas rupestres y no estoy mal.
Some archaeologists from a Marshall College in Connecticut, USA, came to restore a site they claim is among the oldest human artworks ever discovered. I need photos of the restoration for Vurhonga's new website. It's on your way to your next gig. Scratch two birds with one shot on this hike. There's the Marshall restoration site. You got your camera?
Sí, a mi papá, yo tengo cámara.
Hey, Marshall College does surprisingly competent restoration work. Thank you for getting this. Now, continue to the Zonga, to the place marked on your codex. We need you to collect some water samples from the swamps. Don't get squeamish on me. You've done well so far. Now it's time to get your hands dirty. And your feet. And your legs.
A ver si por acá puedo llegar. Parece que sí.
By the way, you got a good eye. Hopefully your brother won't reject your photography as insufficiently composed or some fancy crap like that. He's very picky about what he puts on his new website. Who made him the arbiter of good taste? Not me, I can tell you. Eish, but I'm paying him to make the website. So maybe it was me after all. Anyway, welcome to Zonga, where every insect on the planet is waiting to greet you. You received the inoculations, right? The ones I specified on the checklist I sent you. It was very important that you get all the shots, not just some of them. I hope you got them all, for both our sakes.
Ay, de puta, no veo. Lo que faltaba. Huyendo. No hay ningún agresivo. Cobarde. Ay, cononea. Está muy empinado a la verga. Lo que es piloto y cuerpo.
Last year, if you got this close to the swamp, all you would hear were tsetse buzzing. Tick, 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 tick. They are bad, bad bugs. When our drought began, animals started clustering at fewer water sources, and the tsetse flies clustered with them. That meant TNT, tsetse and trypanosomiasis, a virus that forms nagana in livestock. Nasty disease, very bad. In humans, the same virus forms sleeping sickness. Sleeping sickness, it's no way to die. Anyway, the problem was the clustering. So we broke up the heads as best we could. Aggressively quarantined sick animals. We had help from all over. All hands on deck. This year, no more tsetses. That's how it goes. Take another sample from the site marked on your map. This is easy work, right? Too easy, maybe? Then you should be able to get it done faster.
La verga, me
Thank
di.
you for mucking around. Your brother will submit these samples for testing. There's also a lot more work to do here in the Zonga. With the river drying, more Hamganyi wildebeests are migrating through the reserve. So many, they don't realize they're going to starve themselves by depleting the grassland. Your job here will be to focus on saving the wildebeests from overpopulation. Just check your mission log when you've got time to spare. I almost forgot, grandchild. That shot you took of the restored painting, your brother sent it to a photojournalist who frequents the reserve, Flip Osprey. Flip was impressed with your eye. I told him you get it from me. He has some more assignments for you if you're game. Helping him will put a little extra cash in your pocket and promote the reserve while we're at it. Right this moment, though, you have another priority. Flip Osprey isn't the only foreign media we've had touring Vurhonga.
YouTuber.
This German WhoTube guy or whatever, Gustav Baden. He calls himself a world-famous ghost hunter. I took one look at him. I said, if this man sees a real ghost, the only thing he'll do is turn a paler shade of white.
La
Your brother
traducción
thought
no
it
dice
was
lo
better
mismo.
to humor Baden for the WhoTube views and exposure or whatever. So I let him come with all his fancy gear and his cameras. What a fool I was. He's not been here 2 days. 2 days. And already Gustav Baden has gone radio silent. Without our guidance, between the poachers and the buffalo, this European Mampara is going to get himself killed. Go to his campsite, give him your spare radio, and talk some bloody sense into him. He should have a camp set up to your west in the area marked on your map.
bonito. A la verga. No, yo acá no voy. Voy acá directo más bien. Uy, ¿y este? ¿Qué se hizo? No veo un culo, weón.
Wherever you find a water hole, Ngalavenova, that's our friend the warthog. Won't be far.
Oh,
Warthog
murió de
heads
una.
around here are getting crowded. That puts a lot of strain on the water supply in a reserve where water is not always abundant.
Como mierda lo maté. A la verga. Un oro. Macho. Marrón rojizo.
That's unmistakably lesser kudu. But there's nothing lesser about these antelope. They are sweet, peaceful souls, laid back and a bit shy, so you'll have to work for them.
Le di. No le di. Como mierda no le di. No le di, güey. ¿Cómo mierda le fallé ahí? ¿Qué paja? Hijo de puta que me cambió de lado. Yo creí que iba a seguir recto cuando... No, tan cambio. Parararán. Desde la sequía, los furtivos cruzaban el río en pequeños botes. Ahora a menudo usan un camino para cruzar el lecho seco del río. Las fronteras de la reserva son imposibles de proteger por completo. Tan solo podemos monitorizarla y reaccionar a los problemas lo antes posible. Bueno, no me cuentes tu vida tampoco. En serio, ni uno. Uf, se metieron al pasto este alto, que los cubre todo. ¿O no? Por ahí viene uno, por ahí viene uno. Un orito. Oh, en serio, que le fallé. Al segundo sí lo agarré. Bueno, búfalo negro.
The Zonga is a mix of swampland and dry riverbeds. Drought has made the swamps muckier, and with the river running dry, a large herd of wildebeest have crossed into Vurhonga unobstructed. Wildebeest herds are usually transient, but right now we have too many wildebeest for the region to sustainably feed. Breeding season is incoming. They're not migrating quickly enough, even though they are running out of food. As the herd slowly starves, it will become volatile, and the risks of mass stampedes increase. Not good, boss. The danger of stampede makes hunting these wildebeest especially high risk. And what do we do in high-risk situations? We make preparations. Start by spotting a few wildebeest. Bulls or cows, it doesn't matter. What matters is noting where they spend time. Accustom yourself to their behaviors.
We make preparations.
Don't stop looking until you find that Mampara Baden. You found Baden's camp? Where's Baden? You're a scout? Figure out where he's gone. He left a note. Let's read it. Dear Warden Shabanangu, Baden can't even spell my name right. Last night, I had the pleasure of drinking beer with some of your friendly local hunters. Here we go. I must have drunk too much, because when I woke up, I had lost a lot of gear, including my radio batteries. Lost. More likely stolen by poachers, you Mampara. He goes on. No worries. As long as I have my camera, my mission continues. Those hunters tipped me off on some local fungi that may help me see the loco. So I'm off to look for buffalo dung. I promise to check in with you ASAP. What a fool. I hope it falls in that dung. We've got a whole reserve to mind. We can't spend all day chasing a YouTuber or whatever that means. But at least now we know there are poachers active somewhere in the Zonga. We have to figure out where exactly. Until then, you should be Oh no. Your brother says one of our electronic trackers has gone dormant. The tracker on Rambolo. She's our last Melembe. Our last rhino. You must go to Rambolo's last location and find out what the problem is. Hurry. If those poachers have found her, Rambolo is in trouble.
Ah, era por allá. Güey. Espero que me toca volverme. No, F. A Rinoceronte está más podría ya. A rinoceronte está con San Pedro. En el cielo de los rinocerontes. Uno la ve, creo que uno la ve el cadáver, si no estoy mal.
What have you found?
Sí, ¿verdad?
Let her be alive. Please, ancestors.
Ah, qué gonorrea.
This is a
Uy,
tragedy.
parce, qué puta escena.
I am gutted. Rambolo wasn't just an animal. She was like family to everyone on this reserve. Now she's gone. I nursed her back to health as best I could, but she was in no condition to make a trip hundreds of kilometers away. So she stayed. Now this is what's become of her. I will send a team to clean her up before the jackals come. She's been with us so long, her hide should be preserved. Okay. I can grieve later. We have work to do. What would you bet those friendly lookers who stole Barden's gear were the criminals who did this? We must find out where they went. Not so you can confront them. You observe and report to me. I report to the police. The police put a team together and round them up. Got it? Good. Follow those tire tracks. Observe and report. Now to find them. Poachers are sloppy butchers. Look for things they'll leave behind, like tire tracks. Keep after those tracks. Be on guard. Maybe this is their camp. Don't stay here too long. They're a group, so you'll probably hear them coming, but you never know when they'll be back. Anything suspicious?
La verga.
Even the least experienced poachers would not leave their haul in an unguarded pickup truck. Someone or something sabotaged them, and I doubt that Gustav Baden is the one who slashed their tires. You should get out of here before they return. But first, they've no doubt left traps in the area nearby. Do a quick sweep to remove them before you leave.
Trampas. Me acuerdo que esta misión no encontré así de putas trampas y me tocó ver un tutorial. Ah, puta, ¿cuáles trampas? Que no hay trampas. Qué marica, weón. ¿Dónde están esas hueputas trampas? No hay ni una perra trampa. Estará bugueado. Yo me acuerdo, esto fue mero problema cuando lo hice. Qué chimba. Uy, creo que esto es... No, son piedras. Ah, no, qué marica. Tantos de puta año y no arregla esta perra misión de mierda. Lo mismo me pasó hace 2 años. Qué chimba. Escuché algo. Ah, por fin.
One less animal for the poachers. But I'd never leave just one trap. Keep scouting.
Marica, qué mal está esta puta misión. Chamal no, sino que gonorrea. No hay ni una hijo de puta trampa. ¿Dónde estaba la que encontré por acá, no? Uy, güey, puta, tan lejos.
Good work. What is that?
Eran estatus solamente.
Those shots were not meant for you, but they weren't far off either. There's a hut nearby. You should try to take shelter there. But be careful. I have no desire to bury my grandchild today. You're getting close to the hut. Stay low, stay quiet. Make sure you're alone. What happened here? With that many shells, that much damage, these maniacs must have been firing in every direction from inside here. But at what? Are they drunk? Or maybe they're being hunted by the Eloko. Another thing we'll have to investigate. Get moving. We've got reports of smoke coming from the Fever Tree Forest to your west. None of my rangers are out there burning fires right now. Go check it out.
Casi me voy con San Pedro, igual que la rinoceronta.
Put that fire out before it causes a problem. More shots fired. And they're screaming. Your brother thinks they might be getting trampled by buffalo. But we'd hear the rumble of hooves if that were the case. My gut tells me those poachers are being punished by the Eloko. Your heart is pure, grandchild, but tread lightly, or the Eloko might come for you too. Thank you. What else do you see? Signs of poachers? Savage, eh? Torn clothes, torn bodies. Any other clues out there? I'd hate to be barefoot out there, wouldn't you? Keep looking for signs of life or death. Their weapons were completely dismantled. I think we've seen enough to call this an Eloko problem. But your brother still thinks a mad buffalo or a whole head may have been charging the poachers. We can look into that later. For now, you should rest. There's a shelter nearby. Go take a break there. But keep your eyes and ears open for trouble.
Este viejo chacarito me va a hacer ir por allá. Puta motos, buen pared o qué. ¿Por qué hay tanto blur? Y sí. qué tan solito, papá Dios. Ay, qué mal. ¿Se muere o no se muere? Sí, se muere. Güey, puta, le di como... Le di literalmente en el culo. Ah, qué puta. Le disparé horrible, weón. Chute esto. Hay que ver este pues aquí en mitad de la nada, weón. De paso. Porque sí. Creí que había quedado bugueado. Pero el mío, hágale, pe. Todavía.
Just about there. Time for you to refresh. Should be safe to go inside. What are those pictures of? A ghost jackal? No, not again. Your brother thinks Gustav found his fungi
Ah,
and it
sí ves,
inspired
soy un
these
chacal
drawings.
blanco.
But I think we are dealing with something well beyond fungi. A restless spirit who does not want Gustav Baden to journey further along. Grandchild, are you awake yet? Hello? Hello? Ah, there you are. Hope you had a good dream. Now, it's time to get back to work. The other wardens could not find Gustav Baden. But since he decorated that shelter, maybe he is close to you. Can you check on him?
Ah. Por la cabaña.
Eish. Baden left a note while you were sleeping. So he is nearby. And at least he's still alive. Read the note.
Ya.
Mampara. Your brother may not believe in the Eloko or Ghost Jackal, but I hope you have an open mind, because I tell you this, that Ghost Jackal is real, and she means to harm Gustav Baden. And even if you're like your brother and you don't believe me, consider that Baden is tracking a jackal with a strange coat, which may mean it's malnourished or diseased. Whatever you believe, as wardens, we have a responsibility to find Baden before he has a close encounter of the worst kind.
Ventaja.
From here, head north into Vapaladiamba, the Western Reserve. You'll remember it for the big plateau, the one with a view to die for. That's where you find the potholes that Baden mentioned in his note. There are plenty of places along the river to check for signs of Baden. The first spot is marked on your map.
Los que. Ay, no rea. O sea, él me hace daño a mí, pero yo a él no. Qué verga. Todos azarados. Era 7. Vurhonga Savanna.
The area ahead, you might remember, is popular with the tourists. Stop and check it out.
Revés. Ah, sí podía bajar. Creí que estaba más... Bueno.
Remember these? The giant's kettles? We just call them the potholes. When I was a young warden, my friend Mbali and I used to patrol out here. We saw some tourists bring coins and toss them into the holes for good luck. So we started doing the same. We can't do that anymore. It draws too many thieves. The only predators we ever saw here were a family of jackals, always sulking about. They never bothered Mbali and I. At least. You know what? You should keep moving, looking for Baden. There's another spot to the north. Give it a look.
Me acuerdo que uno sube esta montaña, siguiendo al zorro, el chacal eso.
Grandchild, this is not easy for me to talk about, but I must tell you. One day, we were a man down, so Mbali went out scouting on her own, even though she was not feeling well. 9 hours later, she hadn't returned. I knew where to look for her, our lucky potholes. But when I found her, she was dead. And the jackals were eating her. Now, those jackals had the taste of people, and you know what that means. 2 females, their litters, their mate. I had to shoot them all. They'd never bothered us, but here, I thought these jackals killed Mbali. I was so angry. After I shot them, I didn't harvest them. I didn't honor them. I kicked their bodies into the holes and left them to rot while I brought Mbali back to her family. The jackals, come to find out, did not kill Mbali. Sleeping sickness did. As gruesome as it was, the jackals were scavenging, not murdering. They had to be put down, but with respect, not hatred. This is the place where I shot the females. I didn't regret doing it, not at first. But then, whenever I was on night patrol, I began to see it. The ghost jackal. Your brother thinks I should be in therapy for trauma, but the Sangoma confirmed the spiritual nature of the problem. The jackal's spirit haunts me, haunts Vurhonga. Now it haunts Gustav Baden. What if it haunts you, grandchild? What if I have cursed our family? Give me a moment here. Your brother is going to lecture me on my superstitious ways. You should continue looking for Baden at the outpost marked up ahead. Hey, thanks for listening to your grandfather without judging him. You're almost at the outpost.
Ya vine.
Also, I have some news. The coroner recovered those poachers' bodies, or what's left of them. You made it. Any signs of Baden? No? Oh, this is bad. Very bad. What a mess. What kind of Mampara gives away perfectly good gear to strangers? Gustav Baden, our Mampara of the month. Has he left
Mampara.
another note? I have to give Baden credit. He's an even bigger Mampara than I thought. Poisoning himself with fungus and scaling the plateau is perhaps the stupidest thing I have ever heard happening at Vurhonga. And I've been here 45 years. All right. With any luck, Baden's stranded at the top of the plateau. So far, you've saved several animals. Today, you're going to save a Mampara. Follow Barden's tracks to reach this base camp of his. You're just about up to the Weeping Face? Tourists and film crews love this spot. I don't need to explain the name, do I? I mean, it's a face that looks like it is weeping. What else would you call it?
Va. Es que iba a subir ya. Ah, no sé así, pero... Al rostro llorón. Se me diga que... Localiza el rastro de Gusta. Ah.
Barden's boot prints, great. At least he has proper footwear. And he seems to be capable of walking in a semi-straight line. Follow him.
Ahora sí hay que subir.
So, base camp is in the middle of a puddle. Mampara. Check it out. What if he didn't leave this stuff here on purpose? What if he was
esa es la
being
cara que
chased?
llora.
Or at least if he believed he was being chased. Let's hope Baden is stranded or passed out at the broken bridge up ahead, and not splattered against the ground below. I posted warning signs all over that bridge to keep Mamparas like Baden out. It doesn't stop them from trying though, does it? Of course the sky is belching right when we're trying to save this Mampara from himself. Hurry, grandchild, and be careful. Mind your step up there. Mind the ghost.
¿Qué dijo el viejo este marico? Ve a la cima, huevo. Porque siempre salgo hacia atrás. Yo tenía un burrito que se llamaba Tigo. ¿Qué pasó ahí? Ya, ¿esto qué fue? Como cosa rara en las misiones de este juego, subiendo una loma del orto. Piedras fantasmas.
That bridge should be just ahead. Ancestors, help us.
Calpos. Joder, puta, vos no estaba aquí ayudando un culo. Dito viejo.
Good! You found the broken bridge. What about Baden?
Vamos a ver. Estará al otro lado.
What do you see? That looks like a bit of the jacket Baden wore.
No seas
You need to collect it so we can confirm. Be careful. You're no Mampara, but gravity will pull you down same as anyone else. Careful, grandchild. Grandchild, hello. What happened?
hijo de perra.
Grandchild. Little brother, get a drone out there and find your sibling. I don't care about the weather. Grandchild, listen to me. We're going to find you. You will be okay. You have to be okay. Please, ancestors, protect your grandchild. The Noi hunter who came home to honor you. Grandchild, if you can hear this, I'm sorry for everything. This ghost jackal, that bridge, it's all my fault. I failed you.
No puedo usar. Así pues. Jejejeje.
Grandchild, you're moving again. If you can hear me, you're close to a cave. That cave is where the jackals kept their den. I don't know what the ghost jackal wants from you, but I tell you this. A hunter with a pure heart like yours should not fear the dead.
Y el perro no me sigue
You
acá.
will be protected by your integrity, guarded by your ancestors, even as you journey into
Ahí
darkness.
está el chacal fantasma. El perro hablando de él. No, yo no vuelvo a hacer esta misión a pie. Una mierda.
Grandchild, in yourself. Grandchild. The ghost jackal. Was that? Is that your sibling signal? Grandchild, is that you? Praise the ancestors, I was right. You really are a hunter with Noi blood. Now you believe me. You know the ghost jackal is real because you've seen it. And you have an opportunity to help me make things right. There is a tree that only appears in the moonlight. Find it. That's where you must bury the jackal's skull and offer praise and respect to the dead on behalf of your grandfather.
Ya.
The dead do not disappear. They live on through us.
Verdad, no he visto ni un kudu.
The dead are always watching us.
Qué miedo. Lo ven a uno manoseándose y
So
que...
we always have a chance to be redeemed in their eyes. Thank you, grandchild. It's a new day, grandchild, for both of us. While your brother thinks a medic should check you for signs of mushroom poisoning, I think you have finally lifted the curse on Vurhonga. I carried this weight like a boulder on my heart for decades. Now, it's gone. I feel 5 years younger. No, 10 years.
Viejo marica.
But I called you here so I could retire, and there's no taking that back. Obviously, the job is yours. So, congratulations, Senior Warden. Now you get to deal with your brother and his Hootubers and his spiritual skepticism. Congratulations.
Sí,
And do you
Mario.
know what else you get as Senior Warden? Can you guess? It's more work. And you can't do it alone. That's why I've called in a specialist and a team to handle that task. Veteran wilderness guide Dr. Dana Maritz. Dr. Dana is an acquired taste. To her, there's a wrong way, and then there's her way. Now that you are Senior Warden, I guarantee she's going to test you to find out which way you do things. She can be overly authoritative, but if you pay attention, Dr. Dana will teach you some things. She's not always right, but she's the real deal when it comes to hunting and skill shooting. That's why weapons manufacturers put her on the payroll to sell their products. Now, don't let Dr. Dana occupy all of your time. You have official warden's work to do there in Vopaladiamba. The Mfundla, the scrub hare population, is out of control, and it's starting to affect the living jackals that call this plateau home. Your work in this region will focus on restoring balance by applying different pressures to the animals. In addition, you still have exploring to do in Walunga, the Northern Reserve. Plenty of work to do up there. The river up in Walunga is predator-free, making it a safe haven for Cape buffalo. A dangerously large herd has congregated there. You need to disperse it, and that will be tricky. Take the time to prepare before you tackle that one. Now, even though I am officially retiring and you are officially the senior warden who runs Vurhonga Savanna, I'm not going to leave my radio post. For as long as you'll have me, it will be my pleasure to continue to offer you guidance whenever I can. That's the least I can do for you after what you have done for me. Now, when I die, the ancestors will receive me with pride, despite the mistakes I've made, all because my grandchildren have made our family so proud.
Puta perro inmortal.
Yes, even your brother. He knows I'm proud of him too. Next week, I will take both of you to the cemetery. We'll bring my home brew. We'll sing songs and share memories with our ancestors. We'll celebrate the new senior warden, because the dead are always watching us in our sorrows, and today in our joys. Howie, Howie, Howie. Okay, grandchild. Yes, I know I should address you as the senior warden, but you'll always be grandchild to me, okay? Now, enough babbling from old Njabolo. You're in charge. What you do next is up to you.
Bueno, misiones principales terminadas. Y con esto se terminan las misiones principales de The Hunter Call of the Wild. A ver, faltarían las de... A ver, ¿cuántas son de Layton Lake? Layton Lake. Ah, es que son 28 misiones, huevón. Y 70 misiones secundarias. Y el otro mapa principal lo mismo, ¿no? 28 también y 70 misiones secundarias. No, es que son demasiadas. Ahí sí me da pereza. A ver, Layton Lake no es... No. A ver, Layton Lake medio me gusta, pero... No, es que para lo... Bueno. No sé. Si para el ciervo de cola blanca. Ah, bueno, hacerlo en Layton Lake. A ver, está Layton Lake. Ah, no, sí. Tocan Layton Lake. El ciervo de cola blanca. Ah, qué cagada. Porque estarían Layton Lake, Rancho del Arroyo, no lo tengo, no me gusta. Mississippi, no lo tengo, no me gusta. Rontulicus y New England, ninguno de los mapas los tengo ni me gusta. Y para grindear el Grey One, aunque el Grey One del ciervo de cola blanca está feo, la verdad. Ah, está chimbita los cuernos, pero hay mucha gente que le gusta. Cambio el de Gamo, sí está bonito. El de Gamo me gusta más. También tiene diferentes cuernos. Bueno, voy a ver qué hago.